Hello everyone, today is October 14th, 2013 on a Monday. I am actually getting ready to head to work and I promised you that I was going to show you a tutorial on how to do contouring. Today we're going to use a number of items for a fast quick look for contouring. I don't have much time in the morning, so I'm going to show you a real quick demonstration of what I normally do on my morning regimen. First thing I did was once I step out the shower, I washed my face with a good washing cleanser. Then I proceeded to use my toner or using a witch hazel, which I could say you can purchase at a Target and put it in there, or maybe a spray water bottle. You get one from the dollar store or Target. And the first thing after you cleanse your face is you want to go and spray. Kind of let that dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my moisturizer. Right here it is a SPF, which I love. And it's also oil free and it's combination skin. You want to go ahead and follow what you normally use if you have dry or oily or just combination, which is a little bit of both. Took a squirt and just kind of rub it in my hands and moisturize. And just be able to go around the eyes. Just kind of stretch your face to keep it moisturized, not dry, so when you put foundation on it doesn't crack. Okay. I do have my contouring colors, which is my concealer, which is a dark. I also have my light. This is by Studio Gear. This is by Lancome. Alright, and then I have also my eye color, which I'm going to show you. We're going to use underneath my brows. Okay, first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start my eyebrows first. Now you can do the concealer first, if not your eyebrows, and I'm going to show you the brown that I'm going to use. I'm going to use a little bit of both of these and maybe a little bit of this and this at the end of my brow. I might change my mind, so bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and just take this flat head. You can use a angle brush and go ahead and use a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you what I'm doing. If you can see that, hopefully. Take your time. Just gonna get some more color for my face. Now, you know, when you normally do this, you can lift up to find your high point. I'm so used to doing this, I just already know where my high point is at. I'm going to come over here and just add this little bit of color. I'm going to extend my eyebrows real quick. And you're going to see me work really semi-fast, pretty much. Do the other eyebrow. And you can definitely do brows after you put on your concealer. It's just totally up to you. Grab a little bit of that. Take a little bit of the gold, as I said. I'm going to come here and kind of stroke this at the end. Kind of give me like a little highlight. So, you want to go ahead next. And I'm just kind of moving things around. I have a little small space to work with so everyone can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to find my brush that I normally use for my eyes. It's a concealer brush. I'll tell you what, I have a lot of brushes, so please bear with me. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to use this brush right here. And since I have stuff on it, I'm going to get the makeup remover. I have a towel. You can use a paper towel. Put a little bit of that which is a cleanser. You can use any type of brush cleanser and kind of clean it off. All right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer for my eyes. About that much. And I'm going to go right and trace whatever I have underneath it that's not kind of drawn in. Get it close as possible to the brow. And I kind of like lift my brow up when I do this. And go above. Again, we're just highlighting the brow area. Stunning. Same on the other side. Get it close to the brow as possible. Doing the same thing above. And bringing it down right here. I love this brush because it has control, so you don't get too much on your brow or your brush. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is do my light contouring. I'm going to go ahead and get my concealer brush right here. I'm going to use my lightest color right here. You can use whatever light you want to, as long as it's lighter than your face complexion. I'm going to take that and I'm going to stroke it all the way down to my nose. Bringing it down. Taking this, put it as above my eye, and I just easily, gently draw like half circles, like happy faces. Right a little bit above my cheek. I want to kind of contour a little bit on that area. And take that. Now, since I'm not going to put foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and put this here too. Kind of pat that on. And the reason why is when you put on your mineral powder, that's what I'm going to be using as my makeup application for today instead of using foundation. I want to make sure that my eyes look even in it here, so it looks like, you know, I have some brightness to my eye. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of meet it right here at the end. Put it right here. Work that product in. Take your time and learn how to use your brushes. Don't try to puncture yourself. You can hurt yourself with this process, but just take your time. I'm going to go around. Bring that on that side. Okay. Perfect. Okay, move right along. Go ahead and use my dark color, which is here. I always have some in the cap, so take a little bit. And you can put some on your hand if you need to know how to have control. Because you don't want to put too much on. And kind of right here. Kind of. Okay, so I'm going to bring this a little closer to the middle of my nose. Same as here. Okay. And then I'm going to move this down a little bit because I went a little bit too over, but that's okay. That's why I have hands. And always keep a wet washcloth near me so I can wipe my hands off. And then a dry cloth to kind of dry my hands. Trial and error, guys. Trial and error. You will figure it out after you create your own regimen. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and side of the cheek. And this. Now, I saved this part for you, which is I have like a little pimple right here. I'm going to use my color corrector. The green to cover the red. Orange covers the purple. And then kind of dot that. I have another one right here. Lightly just try to pat it in this green. Take my studio gear. And kind of pat on that. Right on top of it. It will erase the color out. And if you want to, you can go back, if you didn't want to use the light, you can use the color concealer that you use on your eyebrows to kind of touch up and tag it underneath it. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to buff in this whole little area right here, so you can see. Okay. Now I do have a lot of different types of buffers that you could definitely use. You can use this one, get you a little airbrush effect. So I'm going to go right here and just kind of touch that up to make sure it blends out a little bit. Bring that out just a tad bit. In here. Always want to kind of blend this. I want to have like a harsh line unless you're trying to create something like more of a fine cheek line. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my powder, which is my mineral powder. You can use a BB cream or whatever you want after this procedure, but I just like to use powder because I like my stuff to set in. Kind of pat that and buff. Just buff till you blend it. I always like to do one side at a time, and I stroke upwards. And you see gently all the color is blending in the concealer. Even where I had my redness, so you don't see it anymore. Now I'm going on this side. Now normally, because I'm doing the tutorial, I'm much faster than this. But I don't want to be too fast because I know I can talk really fast. Perfect. All right. See that? Nice, clean. See my highlight on my brow underneath. Okay. Again, we're going to be doing a really quick look. I don't have much time in the morning. Take my primer. It's a paint pot. Use my brush. And take my time and put that on. I'm going to go right here in the eyelid. A little bit in the corner where the nose meets. And just blend it in. I like brushes because it helps to control what you're going to put on. So you just don't overpower. But I just want to go ahead and blend that. And I'm not going to put no eyeshadow on. Time of the essence. I am going to go ahead and use a liner. But it's going to be more of a liquid kind of a way. Mixed with like a cream base. More than liquid actually. I'm going to use this brush right here. It's a very pointy, long stem brush. Take into the paint pot. Okay, I'm going to go here, close my eye. Now, what I will tell you is make sure that you don't have a lot of excess on it. Kind of wipe that off so it don't pile up. Now, because I have a mirror in my hand, I have to kind of look. You want to go ahead and tilt it, you know, if you want to. But I'm going to show you something really fast and I'll show you how to clean it back up. So, I'm going to go over here. Don't be afraid. You can always clean it. And I'm going to show you how to clean that line up. It's like a smudge brush I have. See that? Very easy. I know, it might not be easy to you, but you will gain your perfection as time goes. And if you keep practicing, practice does make perfect. Okay. Now you don't see, but I see my imperfections. But I have a smudge brush. It's actually what it's called. It fixes the imperfections and the smudges. So you're going to take this brush and kind of clean it up. And you kind of want to blend it and just go back in and where you don't have to worry about pulling your eye. But smudge brushes are perfect when you want to make sure the line is not so harsh. And even if it's a boo-boo, you can just kind of go in and just kind of blend it in right in the lash line and get close to it as possible. Voila! So let's talk about, since we're finished, the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use a mascara. I'm going to be using the Dior Mascara. You can use any mascara you want. And I do have some that I would highly recommend that you definitely do get. The Colossal gives you a very thick lash. Mega Lash gives you fuller, thin length. And this will give you volume and length at the same time. So these are all by Maybelline. You can get whatever you want. Now, when you put these on, you want to take your time and just kind of shimmy your way first. Kind of prep them to go up. Okay, now I'm going to take this too and kind of circle to get the sides of that off. And then you want to take this and go with the mascara and kind of just wipe off the excess. Go on the other side. And I'm just going in and kind of pointing them first, kind of preparing them and shimmying them out. Go at the bottoms. Take your time. Kind of give yourself like a zombie look, like you're poking at your eyeballs. Kind of funny, right? Yeah, I know. Boo! Hope I didn't really scare you. And if you want to go back over it, you can. Just let it dry between 30 to 60 seconds. And just pull them up. Just give myself a very natural look. And just kind of fix that. I like to go to the edges of them too, just to make sure they're perfect and inside the ball. Okay. Now I'm going to get a cheek color. Use this little nice stubby brush. It just gives me enough to point where I want it to go. This color I'm using. Look at that, nice and clean. I kind of bring it a little bit over here. It's my contouring. Go in with my nice, barely have any left. I need to go get some more. Use this brush on the light side and just kind of go underneath my eye. It's just brighten. in the middle of the nose and a little bit on the top of the brows. And I'll go here with this one. Another contour. I love this color. Go right here in the cheeks. Right here in the nose and the top. And the side of the nose. And voila! You got it. Now, for my final touches, I'm going to put some nice lip color. It's a very neutral, like a brown copper color. Nice fall color. And there you go. That's it. Now, one thing I do like to do, I take my brush and kind of make sure everything's aligned. And you can see my finished look. Voila! Blend everything in. See that nice look? Vibrant. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in to Add a Pop of Color. Again, my name is April. Please look forward to seeing some more reviews I have. If you have any questions or any feedback or suggestions, just go ahead and drop it to me on the inbox or go ahead and comment below. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed. God bless.